Howdy all, welcome to another modded Minecraft. This is sort of a test pack that I've been working on. Just messing around, kind of seeing how everything works. Not too many mods in this. We're working with, I think I said in the FTB Lite video that we kind of wanted to go with, less mods. So what I'm trying to do is come up with a pack that is really minimalistic, but gives you a really good range of stuff to do. So I've been trying this one out the last few days, and so kind of taking a look at the mods that we have. We go over here. Some of them, of course, are in the background, like Aroma. That's for backup. Baubles you need to have in there for what is it? Yeah, Botania. Then of course we have Bibliocraft with it, which I have not messed with. I did put Blood Magic in here, but I'm probably not going to end up keeping that one. And then of course we have the Carpenter's blocks, Chicken Chunks. That's for what do you call it? Chunk loaders. Chisel 2, not Chisel. Chisel 2. Then we've got Enchanting Plus. Ender storage, extra utilities, Flaxbeard steam power. We'll probably look at that one in this episode. Then, of course, the forge multi-blocks, hopper ducts, which I haven't really messed with yet. Iron chest, of course. I really love that mod. Just the storage is pretty good. Then we have JABBA, which is just another better barrel add-on or something like that. Magical crops, mantle, which I think is a what is mantle? I think it's just sort of a API library. I don't think it really. Then of course obsidian plates, open blocks, Project E, which I do have a couple of videos. The last two videos I did for the previous or the light pack covered kind of the Project E thing. Then we have random things, and then we have random additions. We'll talk about that one. Some problems with that one probably. Then of course Red Logic, which is it's not red power or anything like that. It's just the logic part. And then of course Tinker's Construct and Tinker's Mechworks. So you can see there's not too much in the pack. Getting dark, so let's go down and go to sleep. Not too far long. Been playing a few days. I have a village not too far from here. If we look on the map, you can see this is our little area that we're in, and we have a village right over here. That's where I got the Tinker's Construct smeltery from. I went over there and stole it from them. Most of it. Didn't have the controller or the tank or any of the faucets, but those were really easy to do. Plenty of clay and stuff around here for me to make the seared bricks. In here, we have some of the Flaxbeard stuff, which we'll talk about. This was also, not all of it, but the two heaters here, the furnace, the boiler, some pipes. I've added some valves and a gauge and the rock smashers over here, but this was also in the village. So those are things to look out for if you have these mods in your pack, that you can find this stuff in the village. So that kind of got me started. Now, one of the first things I did, of course, was make my mining shaft. We went down. I have lava right here. Oop, get off the berries. I'm using this lava right here to fill up the Tinker's smeltery here, which is real convenient because it's just right below. I'm not at the point where I can make any lava yet, so that's just real convenient, and it's real efficient. So I mean, it doesn't. I've probably used 6 or 7 buckets out of there, and I've made all kinds of done all kinds of smelting. This is really nice. It's slow and it's kind of hard to automate at this level. Smelting and then pulling it out. Then you have to be careful you don't mix. Close this up. The ores, because some ores will make bronze or something, and if if you don't want to make that, you want to be careful what you put in here because they will mix and make the new ore. But you do get ore doubling out of this, so I mean it's a nice early way to get ore doubling. Now, of course, Flaxbeards, the reason I put this in here is I thought there was ore doubling in this, and there is sometimes. I don't know what I'm doing, if I'm doing something wrong, but this rock smasher here, this is supposed to ore double, but I'm not seeing ore doubling every time. I don't have a lot of ore, but what you would do, and of course I don't have it automated. I would want to do a placer and then maybe a hopper into a chest or something here to automate it. But just in testing, an ore will go here, it'll smash it, and you can see we only got one smashed aluminum ore. So I'm seeing sometimes I get 2 of those. Not that time. Let's see if we get 2 out of any of these. There's not that many. It's okay. That time we got 2. 1. So it's not consistent. Giving you. See, I'm not getting. So that's not very consistent, and without it being consistent, I don't really want to use it too much. I have 2 heaters. These little things on the side here are steam heaters. They should speed this up a little bit more than this, I think, but kind of slow. And to make all this stuff is kind of a pain in the butt because now I'm using a nether crucible, which is it's the same thing. You would normally use just bricks to make the regular crucible, but you'd have to put fire underneath. This you use nether bricks to make it, and you don't need a fire. It just the nether bricks, I guess, melt things. And to make anything, you can't drop the ores in here. You have to put the processed bars into the crucible, and they'll melt them down. And if you put 3 copper and a zinc in here, that makes brass. And then once that's in there, if you want plate molds, you want to anything you make with this, you want to use the plate molds, just because if you get a better efficiency out of it, because you can get out of 4 ingots, you get 6 brass plates, whereas if you make it ingots, you only get 4 brass ingots. So it's more, and plates and ingots are interchangeable. Anything you can make out of ingots, you can make out of brass plates. So you're better off just making plates. And to make the plates, you take just a mold. You're going to have a carving table. All these recipes are either in NEI or in the book that comes with it, the Esteemed Innovation book. And you make this with a book, a zinc ore, and a copper ore. That makes the book. It has to be the ore, not the ingots. And then what's stupid is the book actually tells you how to make the book. If you don't have the book, you got to kind of look it up. But with this carving table, you click on it and it changes the mold to what you want. So like this one is a plate mold. You just put it in there. And to make it, once you have your brass mixture in here, you just click it, it pours over. And then once it's done that, you open it up and it pops out. I don't know if you can even automate this. I haven't messed with it yet. I've just been playing with it a little bit. I have not made too much. Was a little disappointed to see that it wasn't ore doubling each time. I don't know if that's a config option. I haven't looked in there yet either. So that may be something I do. You can see I'm not storing a lot of stuff. Mainly anything that I cannot store in the transmutation table from Project E, I'll store, or if it's something I just want to have quick access to and don't want to have to search and pull out. But everything else, I'm kind of using the transmutation table as my storage and auto crafting solution in this pack. So I'm leaning pretty heavily on this. I'm going to try to stay away from doing like the power flower. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe later in the game when it just doesn't matter. But early game, I'm not focusing on making those. if we come up top to get extra EMC, and EMC, what that does is that just basically gives me the ability to craft stuff later. So what I have is inside here are 4 or 5 spawners. I think there's 4 zombie and then like a blaze, or maybe 5 zombie and a blaze. And then everything comes down here, gets killed on these iron spikes. And I'm using iron because they don't drop experience or anything like that. So all the zombie flesh and the drops from them come in here. I probably should move over to diamond spikes when I can afford it, because it drops rare drops and experience, so we'll be able to get both off of that. This mod pack I added ruins, which is another mod that's in here. Over there you can see we have a ruin. There were 8 zombie spawners in there. Big blue slime. A lot of blue slimes around here. They always pop up in the water. There's 8 zombie spawners in there. I used, I think, 5 of those. And there's another little building. I don't know if you can see it on the map here. Where are we? You can see this little tiny square right there. There's another 2 in there. So that's spawners are not an issue in this game as long as you can go ahead and make the diamond dolly. I made 1 and transported all those. Now the nice thing with having Project E in here is one of the very gotta close that patio door. Got mosquitoes in here. The repair talisman from Project E. This will repair anything that can be repaired. So like these are, I mean, these have damage bars, but they're really not damage bars. It's a power meter, and this one is how much the power level. So it's not really a damage bar. But all these other weapons over here, my armor, it repairs all those. So with the diamond dolly, even though I transported like 5 or 6 different spawners, it just repaired it. So I don't have to worry about the diamond dolly getting destroyed. So that's why we have so many in there. And this is just a real, these Carpenter's blocks are kind of cool. I haven't used them too much, but I really like the ability to kind of skin them and then change their appearance with that hammer. So this is my AFK EMC collector. When I go do something, I'll just stand over here. You'll notice I kind of got these blocks right. It was kind of neat. I had these open just so it looked neat, but I found when I was standing here, skeletons would... I was watching TV, and I'm sitting next to the computer, and my headphones, of course, I can still slightly hear it, and all of a sudden I just kept hearing myself being like, So I'm like, uh-oh, there's a skeleton out there just nailing me. I had like 20 arrows in me. I was down to like half a heart when I noticed it. Real lucky he didn't kill me. How he didn't manage to kill me, I don't know. But that's my kind of my, since you have to be real close to that, that's my AFK one. Now the one that's collecting all the time is there's about 80 chickens in here. I'm talking louder because for me that's really, really loud. I don't know how loud that is on the recording, but so there's like 80 chickens in there right now, and they occasionally drop feathers for some reason. I don't know if that's one of the mods, but it's collecting feathers and eggs, and everything gets turned into iron ingots, and then of course we can whenever we go collect, we can just drop it in and get our EMC for it. What else have I done on this one so far? We have an enchanting table. We do have the advanced enchantment table. It acts really weird. It's only showing like on books. It won't let me do level 30 enchants, though this one will. So I don't know what's up with that. That's why there's so many books in there. I was trying to get it to let me do level 30 enchants. I did go into the Nether, found a fortress. Took me forever to find a fortress, and then the damn thing didn't have any nether wart. Did get one of the blaze spawners that was in there, but no nether wart, which I wanted because for Botania, of course, you need nether wart to do the runes of fire, and you need the runes of fire to make some of the higher level runes. So that kind of sucked. But what I ended up doing is beneath here, if we look up Netherwort, if we go to Netherwort here, one of the ways to make it is we use an alchemy catalyst, and it'll turn a blaze rod into Netherwort. So since I had blaze rods, I just put the alchemy catalyst below here. You drop a blaze rod in, and it'll turn it into a Netherwort. So that's how I had to get Netherwort. Same thing with Enderman. I didn't have any Enderman, so we used the Project E Philosopher's Stone. And to make a... now, once you get one of these with Project E, you learn it into the table. And once it's learned into the table, it's in there. So all you have to do is make one of something, as long as it has an EMC value. And to make the Ender Pearl the first time, you just take 4 iron in a crafting table, and it transmutes it into an Ender Pearl. So that's all you have to do to get one of those to start with. So that's real nice. I didn't have to go out and hunt a bunch of Endermen. To get the Botania flowers going, I only had enough to make about half of these right here, and then I used the mana that it was generating to, because you can see there's not a ton of flowers out there. I don't know if really, Cat, you're going to start right now. I must have woken you up talking. But you can see there's not a lot of flowers out there. So to get the amount of flowers I needed to do this, the petals, I was having to clear huge areas, and I didn't want to do that. So I made the, what's it called, the Jaded Armanthus, and then on top of it is Drum of the Wild. This redstone mana spreader right here, when it fires off, it's off right now because I've got like 5 stack of each flower right now. When this fires off, it shoots over, hits this, and will clear, not all of them, but it's set on like a minute or 45 seconds, I think. So every 45 seconds it'll shoot, and it'll clear this out eventually. And this little advanced item collector from random things will pick them up and put them in this ender chest. The ender chest is connected to the ender chest down here in our subterranean area. And then it's pulled out and goes into, come on, turn this off. There we go. Nope. Come on. Am I hitting the wrong button here? There we go. So it collects it all in here, and then when I need the flowers. So that's how I made the second, or finished this one up and then made the second one, and then made all the nightshade flowers also. It's not a huge collector, but it's a good way to start. I'm not up to where I can start kind of generating. Well, I probably could have been, but I wanted to get a magic crop going, so I went ahead and made up to emerald seeds. Damn thing. And the reason I went with emeralds, if we look at emerald, if we look at the seeds, you can see they're worth 73,000, almost 74,000 EMC each. And then the emeralds, of course, are more than a diamond. So they're double a diamond on EMC value. So that's why I went with emeralds instead of diamonds. But it cost me a bunch to go and make all the different stones and then make the different plants to get up to the emerald seed. And then once I made, I was only able to make like 17 seeds to start. Something like that. It's 16, 17 seeds to start. So we're growing this up. Once this crop is, full, this should be and then of course we're able to get enough dark matter to make the watch flowing time. This will be a really good EMC generator for us. Of course, it'll be manual. You'll have to do it manual, but that's okay. I mean, this pack really isn't about the ability to be able to do modded. It's just more to kind of have fun. Because I think once you get the problem I have with a lot of packs is once I get up to a point where there's nothing for me to do in the pack, where you get all the ores free, everything is free, then that's when I start getting bored. So that's why I'm going to kind of stay away from the power flower, probably while I mess around with this, just because I don't want to just have free. I want to be able to I'll probably use the energy condensers and things like that, but hopefully I'll have, I'll be able to fuel them without doing the the relays and collectors. But we'll see. We'll see what we come up with. I may change my mind completely. Who knows? What else have we done? I think that's pretty much it. This is actually a lot of time. We're just using a lot of the chisel blocks. Of course, you can see the Carpenter's blocks. It's unfortunate with the glass that they don't connect the textures, but that's okay. I can live with that. We have a non-automated kind of wood farm. I do need to make a new lumber axe. This one's just made out of stone, and I can only kind of do this one area. I can't make a bigger farm because once I use this one time, it has to be repaired to full, it seems like, before it'll let me do it again. Doesn't take too long, but it's still kind of lame. So I want to make a better one of those. That, of course, would be Tinker's. Tinker's just seems like it has really the ability to make the best weapons. I mean, it does take a lot to make the... like, these aren't even upgraded to extra slots and stuff, but it takes quite a bit to a lot of resources, especially for like the sharpness and the fortune. A lot of lapis and a lot of nether quartz to get the higher damage and of course luck or fortune. I don't have luck on this. I don't think I'd have enough. Yeah, I wouldn't have enough spots even if I upgraded it to get it up to Fortune 3. So that's just kind of what we're looking at right now. Still messing around. I did have, you can see right here, I had this massive tower I was going to go up, and I just really didn't like the look of it. So I tore it all down. But it went up, and there was a couple different layers on it, and I used a lot of the Carpenter's blocks. But yeah, I didn't. It just didn't seem like it jived with this pack too much, so I tore that down, put it all back into the table, the transmutation table. So now my goal is really to kind of get this farm going, figure out the Flaxbeard mod a little bit better, see if that's working. Now we do have another one in here called Random Additions. It's kind of neat. Does a is it one? Yeah, Random Additions. It does ore doubling, make some different weapons and stuff out of it. The problem I am having that I'm stuck on, and I really don't know what to do about it, I can't find anything in the config that allows me to change it. But one of the things required is to make these weights here. And if we look at the recipe, this is the exact same recipe as compressed cobblestone. So it won't let me make this. If I try to use that, it makes the compressed cobblestone. So the only way, not really, not right now, buddy. You go away. Go find some place and go to sleep. Go be a good kitty cat. So the only way I could really do this is cheat myself in one. Yeah, it's really just this one because everything else seems to take. Yeah, it's really just that one. I would have to cheat this in, and I would only be able to get it out of the table, or learn it into the table, and then I could pull it out of the table whenever I wanted. So if anybody knows how to get around that recipe conflict, but still have both of them, please let me know, because I'd really want to mess around with this one. It's got water mills and crushers and windmills, some neat stuff. A neat mechanic as far as enchanting, different bows and stuff. And I mean, it's not a huge mod. You can see it's not massive, but I'd like to play around with it. So I may just go ahead and cheat one in the meantime. But like I said, if you know how to get around that recipe issue, please leave a comment. Let me know how to do that, because there's nothing in the config that I can see that allows you to change that recipe. Maybe there's a mod out there that will allow you to pick which recipe. I don't know. Or if there's a way to pick the, when you're in the crafting table to pick which result you want, that would be cool. Yeah, please let me know. Well, I'm going to end it right there. I just kind of wanted to show what you could do, with a kind of a smaller mod pack. I think this is even smaller than the light pack when it comes out, but it's got a lot of stuff to do in it, a lot of possibilities. So that's about it. I just threw this one off real quick. I was debating whether I was going to start over because I was looking at my map, and it looks like I didn't add anything, but it looks like there's some weird world gen over here. So I don't normally you would see that when you add new world gen, but I don't see how that happened. I mean, I didn't. This was all put together. I started it and have not added anything since I started the very first time. So I don't know what. Of course, I haven't really been over there to check to see if that's really what I'm saying. But that's gonna be it. Let me know what you think of the different mods. And like I said, if you guys know a way around some of those recipe issues, let me know. And until next time, I will see y'all later.